All right, guys, I got to show you this here because this is just a stark reminder of what we're dealing with out there. So it's been well known for a long time that when you have moments like this with civil unrest, one of the things that the feds do is they will basically infiltrate the protest movement and have what's called agent provocateurs, which means you have these federal agents who purposely try to start trouble, purposely do something that's viewed as an escalation in order to then justify and rationalize a federal crackdown where they can go after all the protesters, declare the gathering an unlawful gathering, and then crack down on them. And so, by the way, we saw this the other day. I don't know how many of you guys saw my segment, but I talked about this within a bigger segment. They did this already. There was a federal agent who burned an American flag. And then he burned the American flag, and then he sort of started going away quickly, started walking away quickly. And you had some of the other protesters caught up to him. The guy wouldn't say his name, wouldn't say where he was from. He was covering his face, and everybody was prodding him and being like, well, what the fuck? Nobody does that. Nobody shows up to the protest, burns a flag, and then just dips. If you're there and you burn a flag and you actually mean it, you'd be there with everybody else and you would stay there and you would continue to participate in the protest. Come to find out, it was definitely an agent provocateur. It was definitely a Fed. And we've seen this before with the anti-genocide protest. You'll have one person go to a statue and write some pro-Hamas shit on it. And then the media and the politicians will go, oh, these pro-Hamas protests, disgusting, terrible. And it's like, wait a second, 99.9% of the people who were out there were protesting against Israeli genocide, saying genocide is bad, stop killing innocent civilians. But they take the agent provocateur saying something positive about Hamas, and they go, it was just a pro-Hamas protest. Now it's no longer an anti-genocide protest, it's a pro-Hamas protest. This is what they do. These are the dirty tricks that they use, okay? It's about power, it's about control, it's about domination, it's about cracking down on dissent. That's what it is. And they will stop at nothing to do that, okay? Well, guess what? Now we have more proof. Look at this. Need proof the federal government is planting agents in our streets to instigate confrontation? Here you go. Moments ago from BG on the scene, coverage in Minneapolis. Watch this. So there's this guy that they all see, and he claims, oh yeah, I'm one of you guys, I'm one of you guys. And it turns out, as you'll see here, it's proven he indeed is not. Watch this.
Let him up, man. Wait a minute. Let him up. Hold it. Let him up. Okay. Okay, hey, get up. Get your ass up. Get That's all they asked. He's one of us. Okay. He's one of us. Okay, good. You all right, dude? You all right? He's one of us. How do we know? How we know? I was with him earlier. Why you ran out earlier? I don't know. He's one of us. I'm with them. Trust me. He's with us the whole time. You touched me. You all right, man? Hey, move back! Move back! You all right? Move back right now!
Back up! Yeah, save your Nazi. Put him in your Nazi van. Go get him some help. He needs a little bit of fucking mental health there. Don't he? Nobody got guns. Hey, you gonna look me in the eye when you spray me? You gonna look me in the eye when you spray me? You gonna be just like the fucking guy.
How incredible is that? How fucking incredible is that? Literally caught red fucking handed. Oh yeah, no, I'm one of you guys, bro. I'm with you. Oh yeah, he's one of us. I was with him earlier. He's one of us. Soon as the ICE agents roll up, he's standing there. They immediately come to him. They bring him into the van. He's with them. Total liar. Agent provocateur. Classic example of an agent provocateur right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes. So understand something, man. Keep your wits about you. Stay intelligent. Stay on top of it. If something seems weird, it is weird. They will use any sort of trickery and deceit tactics they can to undermine you, to try to destroy you, to try to arrest you. And meanwhile, you have all these well-meaning people out there in the streets trying to genuinely stop rising fascism, trying to genuinely stop these thugs from destroying the Constitution and our rights and the law. But they will stop at nothing to make sure that you go through fucking hell. That's the goal. That's what they're doing. So be aware, y'all. Be aware is all I'm saying, you know. But also, final point here, just know Trump is going to invoke the Insurrection Act. Because there's a lot of people saying, and I understand the instinct to say, oh, you know, if you give him what he wants, then he's going to do it. No, even if you don't give him anything to work with, he will make some shit up and invoke it, because that's what he does. Remember, he already took the U.S. military and invaded U.S. cities illegally. He already did that. He did it a number of times already. He's not going to stop at anything. He will invoke the Insurrection Act, and he's going to try to do this to potentially even try to cancel the election and say, well, until the civil disobedience is quelled, until the insurrection or rebellion is quelled, we have no choice. We can't have the election. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. He has a diabolical, evil plan, and the reason he's moving like he's never going to have an election again is because I think in his heart of hearts he wants to make sure there isn't an election. The question is, can he fucking get away with it? And but that doesn't mean you don't do everything you can in your power to try to stop these fascists from maintaining an iron grip on power. Because ultimately they want you to shut up and go home and let them do anything and everything they want. But no, this actually does have an impact. It actually does scare the shit out of them. In fact, there was reporting from, I forget who it was, Wall Street Journal or Washington Post or somebody like that. And they said, because the backlash was so overwhelming, Trump actually is a little shook. And he's saying like, hey, maybe we should go about this in a little different way. I don't like the pictures. I don't like the images that are coming out of there. So the more psychotic and bad it looks, he understands that reflects poorly on him. And he wants all this done, but in a cleaner way. But there is no cleaner way to do it. So the people rising up is actually super duper duper important. And, honestly, we should have that happen everywhere in every city in the country. There should be a massive uprising everywhere. Peaceful, non-violent revolution where people rise up and they say, we're just not going to allow this to happen. A general strike. Really, we should be talking about a general strike. In fact, I think they're saying January 23rd now, they're trying to do a strike in all of Minnesota because of what's happening in Minnesota. But obviously, look, we're with our brothers and sisters there with everything that they're doing here to try to maintain some semblance of normalcy and rule of law. But we can't let these people get away. We can't let these people get away with what they're doing here. And, the only actual check on these people right now is us. That's it. That's all it is. So we're needed now more than ever, and the people are definitely showing up.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.